Hello and welcome to Fit to Box channel, and today I've got a special video that has been a few weeks in the making. Obviously you can see here I've got some gum shields in front of me. So I'd seen on Instagram some incredible custom mouthpieces, or gum shields as we say in the UK. And these incredible custom mouthpieces had been created by this company here, Mouthpiece Guy. The Mouthpiece Guy is actually a chap called Jeff Darr, and he actually sort of makes and designs these gum shields. So I wanted to see what a gum shield from this company would actually be like. So what I've done is I've done, in various stages of the video, I've put together what the actual process is when ordering from start to finish a mouthpiece from this company. And this company is based in America, and of course I am based in England. Okay, so there's the details there. I mean, check out their Instagram, check out their Facebook and their Twitter, and also their website. I mean, some fabulous examples of what this company can do. There's some great photos of top professionals with their gum shields that this company has made for them. Now, when I say top professionals, Lomachenko, Andre Ward, Marcus Maidana, Sean Porter, Zab Judah, Timothy Bradley, Shane Mosley Sr., Ashley Theopain, Gennady Triple G Golovkin, Andre Berto, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. and Jr., Victor Ortiz, Badu Jack and Terence Crawford all have their gum shields made by this guy, by the Mouthpiece Guy. Okay, so that is a tremendous roll of honour of top current professionals, which is amazing. And as I say, if you look at the actual gum shields and the designs that he's been able to do, absolutely superb. I mean, it's fair to say that the world of the mouth guard has moved on significantly due to companies like this. So I have actually got the completed mouth guard here, okay, which I'll come to at the later on in the video. So it's absolutely stunning, and I want to sort of share that with you. But let me just go through the process of when I started from start to finish to that actual finished superb mouthpiece that I've received. Now, when I first started boxing all those years ago, I bought a cheap Boil and Bite mouthguard. About £2 or £3 it was at the time. It was a green one. It was about that big after I'd done the Boil and Bite process. It covered about the first 4 or 6 of my teeth, and it just locked on to the front of my teeth. And it wasn't very good, but it did me for the first few weeks of my boxing. Then after a little while I bought a black and white Shock Doctor for about £10–15. This was also a Boil and Bite. Again, it was okay. It was no better than that, but again, it did protect my teeth in those early days. As I got more into the sport, I then bought this one, which is my blue gum shield, which I got from the dentist, and at the time it was about £50, and that was about 12 years ago. Now, this gum shield still fits me now, so I've had 12 years of constant use with that gum shield. Because it's your dentist that does it, it's a much better fit than a Boil and Bite. Obviously it's showing a bit of signs of wear and tear on there now after 12 years, but it still is a great gum shield in terms of fit. So if your dentist does it for you, then you do get much better fit than a Boil and Bite. About a year ago I bought this one. I got a new dentist and he said about getting a different gum shield. I thought it was about time after 12 years. So what I did was I bought this one. Cost me about £60, just got it in the white. Probably to go with me white winning gear, to be fair. So yeah, both of those gum shields is what I use up to this point. So now, for me, a gum shield is a very important piece of equipment. Not only does a gum shield protect your teeth, but also protects you against broken jaws, concussions, things like that. So it doesn't eliminate those things, but it certainly does reduce the risks. Now, I have seen an amateur fight that was stopped because a fighter's gum shield didn't fit properly and it kept on coming out. So the ref just lost patience and actually disqualified him. So I've seen that on the amateur side. Also, more recently, in a world title fight against Badu Jack, James DeGale's gum shield was dropping down from the top set of his teeth, dropping down in the introductions. When he was actually being introduced, I could see that that gum shield wasn't fitting properly. Also, the same gum shield came out in round 8, round 9, round 10 and round 12. So he was at risk of losing a point at one stage because of it, because of that gum shield keep coming out. In the fight, which ended a draw, if he'd have been deducted a point, he would have lost the fight, and it would have been because of that gum shield coming out. So DeGale gets his body into incredible shape for his world title fight. He is mentally ready, but his mouthpiece is loose before the first punch is thrown. His front teeth were actually knocked out, and in the interview after, you could see that DeGale was sort of, he wasn't happy about the fact that his teeth had been knocked out. I've since seen a video by David Hay that sort of says that DeGale's teeth were knocked out in a sparring match about a week before, and that the teeth that he got in for the fight was actually temporary teeth. But regardless of that, whether they're temporary teeth or not, these gum shields should have stayed up. When he lifted his mouth open, his gum shield should have stayed up, attached to his top set of teeth, which, as I say, as I watched the introductions, he opened his mouth a couple of times, and both times the gum shield dropped down. Now, if that was an amateur in our gym and I saw somebody with a gum shield like that, I'd be telling them to get a gum shield that fit, or if it was a boil and bite, get it redone, or to buy a new gum shield, because it has to stop on that top row of teeth. So, the fact that Badu Jack wore a gum shield made by the mouthpiece guy, he had no problems during the entire fight with his mouthpiece. Okay, this is, like I always say, when you get into the ring to spar or to fight, you and your opponent, what about if you're equal in every way, except for your equipment? Your equipment fits properly and doesn't move and doesn't distract you and protects you without you thinking about it, and he has poor equipment and it doesn't fit properly. It will give you that few percentage more that means you will win and he loses, or you will get the better of him in sparring, just because of that few percentage advantage that your equipment is giving you. So the reason I love equipment so much, and the reason I do the channel, is to enable you to best protect yourself whilst your opponent is messing around with their head guard, their groin guard, or they're struggling to breathe because their gum shield doesn't fit properly. All of this time you are punching them in the head and the body, okay, picking up points and hurting them. So when it comes to the actual mouthpiece guy then, I ordered the gum shield, and the first stage is to be sent by them a dental impression kit. It's a moulding kit to take a mould of your teeth so that you can send that back to them and they can then start to construct your custom gum shield. Now, in this video, it's more like edited highlights rather than a how-to video. The mouthpiece guy does actually do 2 excellent videos that are on YouTube about the fitting process. So I would say once you actually go through and you order from them and you go through the process, use his videos because he's the expert. Yes, I went through the process, but in terms of this video, the video would just be absolutely massive in terms of length to do the whole process. I have got some edited highlights, as I say. So the next part of the video shows what you will receive when you get that dental impression kit. Hello and welcome to Fit2Box channel, and today I'm going to be showing you the process for moulding for this, the mouthpieceguy.com mouth guard. Okay, so you get a pack through like this one. In the pack you get various things. You get a little card about the mouthpiece guy. You also get an instruction booklet, because what you have to do is you have to do the moulding first, and then once you've done the moulding you send it away and then they can do your custom mouth guard. Your custom mouth guard, there's the template, you put your artwork on there, and I'll do a little bit on that as well later on in this video as to what sort of artwork I'm looking for. Also what they send through is putty packs. This is actually what you actually use to make the mould of your teeth. And they also send through some trays. Okay, so you get the 3 different types of tray. That one's actually the one I need, which is a large. Okay, but you do get a medium and an extra large as well. Okay, that's what you get through. In terms of setting up, what you have to do is have yourself a mirror and a bowl or a sink close by for the actual process of what you're about to do. So let's get on with the actual process of moulding the putties, putting them into the tray, and then actually having it moulded into my mouth. So you've got your putty packs. Take it out of there. Just move that to one side. Take out first bit of putty. Put that down. Take out the white bit of putty. Down, put them to one side, and then these ones, and we're going to mix these together. Okay, so that's the completed mould there done. What I just did there was I just rinsed it in hot water just to give it a rinse off. But yeah, the whole process, 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Parts of it, obviously, a bit of drooling and things going on. I didn't gag, but I know that some people do gag. But in terms of what I have to do now, I have to send 2 photos off to actually the mouthpiece guy. He will sort of approve whether or not he thinks that's good enough. And then I will send it to him along with my design, and he will then go about making my custom mouth guard. So when I send it, I have to leave it in the actual tray as well. I don't put it in separate because I would imagine during the postal process it will get squidged and whatnot and get squashed. So I have to leave it in the metal tray when I send it. So the mould process complete. I've now just got to send back the mould, which is the impression of my teeth, inside the tray. And also I have to send back a template of the design that I want to go onto the custom mouth guard. So they send through a blank template sheet for you to put your design on. On that sheet you actually have to pick the colour of your mouthpiece and any other details. But I wanted to see how good a custom mouth guard could be and what this company could actually do. So I sort of sent them a design and I thought would be a bit of a stretch for them. It probably wasn't. They probably was able to do it easily, but I thought I'll send something through that would be totally cool, in my opinion, to put on a gum shield and just to see whether or not it would be achievable. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to best represent Fit to Box channel on a gum shield. On the actual sheet that they give, the template, which is this template here, I actually went on the computer and did that. Okay, I was pretty impressed with myself, I must admit. But as you can see at the top there, the 2 gloves that I've picked is the Grant and Clayto Reyes, and I just went for them because they're both large brands that are actually on the gloves, but also very recognisable brands as well. I did think that the winning logo would be too small, especially seeing as obviously these are big representations. Your gum shield wouldn't be that big, so I knew that it was going to be shrunk down, so I wanted it to be that you could actually still pick the logos out. So as I say, I did want the Fit to Box logo on the right, and then on the left I wanted the YouTube logo, which sort of all ties in with the Fit to Box channel, and then me in the middle there, perched behind the 2 gloves, which is, as I say, the view that you normally see. So that is what I sent off. I sent off the dental impression, the tray with my moulding, sent off the actual design as well, sent it off to America, and then I waited for the final result to come through.